What's up?
Welcome to NCIS.
NCIS, the primetime drama turned global phenomenon.
It's everywhere.
They dub us in all the languages.
Mon Dieu, dinosaur!
Now, the franchise is hitting a major milestone.
1,000 episodes. Wow.
1,000.
It's hard to describe.
Gosh, this is kind of a big deal, huh?
Tonight, the cast from all 5 shows come together.
I've had explosives go off in a garage, and then the fire wraps around me.
There were a couple of blow-ups that I thought I might be bald.
To reveal 2 decades worth of set secrets.
It was the best acting job I'd ever done.
We got to do things that nobody got to do.
I don't think anyone saw it coming.
It was bold, yeah.
This is a look back on the journey from episode 1 to number 1,000.
It feels celebratory.
We're part of TV history. I'll always miss it.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come.
I haven't been on camera in a couple of years. You got to give it to me.
How often do you get asked about Gibbs coming back?
A lot.
CBS presents NCISVERSE, the first 1,000, an Entertainment Tonight special. It truly is a reason to celebrate. 1,000 episodes across 5 shows, each a ratings hit in its own right, but together a powerful franchise that is beloved by fans all around the world. And to think it all started right here in these unmarked sound stages, miles away from Hollywood. Welcome to the NCISverse.
NCIS.
I know we can make it.
We're making a big TV show.
Maybe Armelina has some answers.
We're approaching the 1,000th episode of the NCIS verse.
Hi. NCIS Special Agent Callan.
Special Agent Sam Hanna. It's one of the biggest television franchises in the world, and it's pretty impressive.
We're part of TV history. It's something to be proud of, for sure.
So can I tell you a little bit about NCIS?
Basically, all the NCIS universe combined will have made a total of 1,000 episodes.
That's right. You heard it. 1,000.
You know, it's humbling to say that you can be part of such a historic milestone.
TNT.
Dynamite. 1,000. It's 3 zeros.
NCIS, put your weapon down.
I never made a show that went over 100 episodes. It's kind of crazy. It really is.
It's shocking.
It's an honor. How exciting.
Can I at least get a drum roll?
Ta-da.
Well, I don't know if this will be a successful show. I do know that what we're doing sure feels good.
I don't know that any of us thought that the show was going to be around as long as it's been around. You can't not be looking at the TV and not see this show on somewhere, sometime. You know, we were traveling in Europe. It's everywhere. Mm-hmm. Believe me, it's everywhere.
I remember as I walked down the Rue de Rivoli, you know, over by the Louvre, all of a sudden it was like, oh, Mon Dieu, dinosaur! And I was like, I think this show might have taken off. Oh.
Now, are you ready for some more mind-blowing statistics? The mothership shot in the suburbs of Los Angeles has remained the network's #1 primetime drama 5 years running, with over 10 million viewers per episode. And get this, in 20 years of the franchise, fans have watched over 4.2 trillion minutes of NCIS action.
Over 4 trillion views. God, that's crazy.
Wow. How many days is a trillion minutes? How many years is a trillion minutes? I really hope that like some Chiron pops up and it does the math for us right here.
NCIS. Never heard of it. That's embarrassing.
I saw some statistic that 300 million people watched it last year. That's a crazy number. That's the entire population of the United States.
Well, it's not hard when you've got everything from action to humor to rip-from-the-headline stories and some of the most shocking moments in television history.
I'm leaving NCIS.
How's that for communication?
Tali is Ziva's daughter. And your daughter, Tony.
The most shocking moment, end of season 2, the death of Kate Todd.
I thought I'd die before I ever heard comedy.
No one saw it coming. No one, except if you go back and you look at the actual footage, you see Michael Weatherly go like this before she gets shot. Because he knows the burst of blood is about to hit his face.
People were pretty shocked, upset, shocked. I had a friend of mine that called me that was crying because she just never seen, she knew me so well and she was so affected by it.
One of the shocking moments for me was the character of Jackie Vance, who was my character's wife, when her character was killed off.
She's dead.
When Vanessa gets her arm broken in the season finale of last season, I was pretty shocking.
My most shocking moment was when Ziva came into that basement and said, "Hello, Gibbs."
Hello, Gibbs.
They didn't tell me. I found out with America, and boy, was I surprised. And I was like, what? I literally pulled the script up on my phone, and I was like, that's not supposed to happen.
We were at a wedding, we had a table, and we were in the park, and there was a huge explosion. They were trying to kill me, and we ended up almost killing my daughter's fiance.
But NCIS doesn't just deliver on the shock factor, it's the emotional highs and lows that really get you.
My two went home in body bags.
Grisha, you may place the ring on Anna's finger and repeat.
And then there are the stories that make us take stock.
I had a particular episode. It was about the killing of a young man, and then the whole neighborhood kind of comes together, and the police officer has to decide whether he shot him because he thought he saw something or whether he did see something. And it was right in the time when we were all talking about Black Lives Matter, and it became really important at that time.
I think for me, an episode that sticks out, it was such an epic, iconic moment. It's when we brought 3 of the NCIS shows together. That had never been done before. Is that my mug?
Yep, and your Mocha Berry Golden Assam tea as well.
So what is the NCIS secret to success?
I always thought that this show had interesting characters and people got to know them, and we sure worked hard. It's nice to see it rewarded.
We're staying.
Audiences will come for the crimes, stay for the chemistry. And I love that.
But just creating characters that audiences fall in love with, because that's really the most important thing.
There's something about the banter and the fun and the humor combined with the action.
You go from almost slapstick humor, sometimes true slapstick, head slapstick.
Slap the face would be humiliating. Back of the head's a wake-up call.
To gore, like a gruesome autopsy scene where the body is wide open, straight into an emotional scene with tears, and then into a fierce, dramatic battle in an interrogation room. And so if it were one human being, it would be in an insane asylum because it's got so many different personalities. But all together, it feels like you're hanging out with people you know.
After 1,000 episodes, everyone knows the acronym NCIS. If you say that anywhere in the world, they know what it is. And I love when people send me clips of me in Italian, because they dub us in all the languages. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm fluent.
Non mi sono spiegata.
It's not me. It's not me.
But the true impact of the NCISVERSE isn't just measured in the number of episodes or minutes watched. It's in making a difference in real life.
When I first got the role in the show, I tried to Google NCIS to figure out what it was. I'd never heard of it. There wasn't much information, and if you Google it now, there's like 25 pages of information because of the TV show.
What does NCIS mean?
Naval Criminal Investigative Service.
No, the Naval, well, whatever. Navy Criminal Investigative Service.
One of my proudest moments was in San Diego. There was a dedication of a new NCIS field office, this beautiful state-of-the-art field office. One of the directors of that office said to me, he said, once the show became so popular, we had so many requests to do tours of our office And the agency they were so embarrassed by kind of what the office was. And if it weren't for that show, we wouldn't have our new building.
Another phenomenon that's come out from this show is that there's suddenly an uptick of people wanting to be medical examiners.
NCIS actually asked our costume department for the hats so that they can model them after the hats used in the show, because they never had hats in the field. So now their agents wear hats at crime scenes.
But none of it would have been possible without the distinguished service of this man, who seemed to know right from the start just where the series was going.
He's the reason the show got on the air. Pure and simple. He had a solid movie career going. You know, he was a go-to series lead actor.
First thing he said to me was, "You eat lunch with the crew." And it wasn't a question. It was, you get in line with your plastic tray with everybody else, no special treatment.
This show will work as a team or go down as a team. And that's the way I've always looked at it.
Oh, that was good.
Coming up, NCIS behind the scenes, what it's really like when the cameras stop rolling, and what you didn't know about your favorite special agents.
That's a pretty good secret.
Hi, I'm Mark Harmon.
What's up?
Oh my God, the chemistry. It's so good. It's so good.
I love my job.
What's not to love?
Get in the middle. Get in the middle.
Yes, we can make it. Seasons 1 through 9, they turned out fine, but 10's good.
There have been a lot of good times on the 5 NCIS sets. On average, it takes 8 days to film an episode, so that's more than 8,000 days spent on the job over 20 years.
Welcome to Oahu. We are on the set of NCIS Hawaii.
Looks like we're at Pearl Harbor. That's a big picture, you know, Pearl Harbor.
I feel completely like, see?
We're in New Orleans, and that's thunder.
Yeah, yes, for
That's
people in
something-
LA, that's called, it just comes with rain when there's rain.
Welcome to NCIS Los Angeles.
It is NCIS, but with a lot of California cool thrown in there.
Definitely a lot of California cool. I'm on the set of NCIS with Sean Murray, that plays very Special Agent McGee.
Oh, I'm very special, thank you. We're here in the squad room. This is McGee's desk. Usually you can find old grape stems and yogurt containers and these things.
Oh, yogurt. You never know. This could be from the 90s.
These lab coats should be kind of dirty, guys, and dirtied up. Stuff all over.
That's series creator Donald Belisario. And here's an Easter egg from earlier seasons, a photo of Donald up on the Most Wanted wall. Some other set secrets, those woodworking tools Special Agent Gibbs used to build a boat in his basement were really Mark Harmon's.
I was kind of raised in my dad's workshop.
Holly Perrette played a forensic scientist on the show. In real life, she has a master's degree in criminology.
You have to turn around. This is the real NCIS.
We were with Polly when she visited the NCIS headquarters in Washington, D.C., and it's always been so important for the show to accurately portray the real-life agents.
If you're watching an episode of our show and our guys, they're on a stakeout or they're in the middle of a takedown, there's procedural things that have to happen. And the great thing about actors is we want to get it right.
I'm a stickler for accuracy, so I have a laundry list of things that I have to get right. When I hold a weapon, when I breach a room, when I interrogate somebody.
This looks like more than a theory.
We got to take handcuffing classes, weapons assembly, disassembly, some driving courses, you know, some pretty cool stuff.
Lock that door! And sometimes, you know, we get the eye roll from our technical advisor because he goes, that would never happen in the real world. But, you know, we're not in the real world.
Leon Carroll, who's an NCIS agent, is everything to us. He's always on top of us. He's not going to let us make NCIS look bad.
Leon, what might this be?
That is a trajectory ride.
Ah!
My character's first name is Leon, so that was a bit of a tribute to him. because he'd been there since day one.
Leon Carroll Jr., no relation to Rocky Carroll, was with the real NCIS for over 2 decades before being recruited by Hollywood.
I've been to every inhabited continent. I've seen quite a bit of the world.
So much so that several of Leon's real-life experiences were actually written into the show.
We had an episode where an autopsy, there was a crab that crawled out of the body bag. Ooh. That actually happened to me.
Body was discovered wrapped in plastic in a shallow grave near Highway 11, New Orleans East.
Are we talking bodies already? All right.
I've sat in a lot of autopsies to ensure that there's some accuracy to what it is we're doing. Yeah, single gunshot wound to the chest. It's funny the amount of people have said, oh, I really want to be a dead body on your show. I'm like, no, you don't. We basically tell you not to breathe when the camera's on you. So it's not super enjoyable.
I'm sorry, this is Mr. Harmon's chair?
Some of our rubber and latex bodies, I can't tell until I get up close. It's crazy how lifelike they look.
So here's one of our mannequins that we use. Can't remember exactly what happened to him. He's had a few things that happened to him. I think he might have actually been killed a few times.
Over on the NCIS Sydney set, the autopsy room is actually in what used to be a commercial kitchen. You see, their set is in an old restaurant.
Our headquarters, the location that they found, is quite literally on Sydney Harbour. There's no green screens on anything. Like sometimes we're shooting below the bridge and we're like, that looks fake.
I think it's pretty cool that on our show, the majority of stuff was on location.
Just another day in LA, baby. We went to every part of LA. I've been in alleyways. I know restaurants, water treatment plants. I know it all.
NCIS LA filmed everywhere from the Forum and the Hollywood Bowl to the beach. And speaking of the beach,
there's a magic aloha spirit that I immediately felt when I got here.
You have to get used to being in a vacation spot.
Everybody wants to know what it was like to shoot New Orleans. They're just like, and then when we would shoot in the quarter, I mean, you talk about insanity. We just come down the street, and the fans, they got into it. And then, you know, I'd be running down the street, coming around a corner, and there would be 1,000 people there, and I'd yell, "Get out! Get down! Get away!" They just played along. They had a ball.
Party's over.
And while the spin-offs really leaned into all aspects of shooting on location, it's pretty amazing what the crew of the mothership is able to create without leaving their home base.
We have 6 sound stages. We have everything we need here. So we build all our sets from scratch. They can build anything. They can build a ship, a submarine, you know, a 4-star hotel, you know, they can build a hospital.
But that doesn't keep the cast from popping over to other sets.
You guys, this is Wilmer's last scene. Let's make sure we send him back to the mothership with a big fat smile on his face.
I will be honest, this cast rarely makes mistakes. As soon as they say action, we're ice cold.
When the cameras stop rolling on our set, we get pretty loud.
When the camera's off, there's chaos.
It's so much fun to be on this set.
There's a lot of shenanigans that happen on set. I think Brian and I are probably the class clowns. Gary Cole has the best sense of humor.
There's a lot of ribbing and self-deprecation, too.
I can't tell you the pranks because we recycle them.
Ah, the pranks. I don't miss that part.
Mark Harmon? Yes. He's a prankster and he's a trickster.
Harmon's the big prankster.
It's a fun group. I mean, I don't know that you can peg anybody specifically.
We started working together. He filled a bag I had with sandbags.
Who I think's the funniest guy around here is Weatherly.
I am tall and powerful, and you are nothing.
He's on all the time. I don't know where he gets the energy to do it.
Oh my gosh, what is that in your ear? Hold on, let me just get that.
Oh, look what she had in her ear.
I did over 300 episodes of The Mothership. My first day on set, in the middle of my first paragraph, Don Belisario walked onto the set and said, "What are you doing, modeling? Don't just stand there. Surprise me, entertain me." And I just changed one simple thing, which was I didn't care who found me entertaining. I just entertained myself. And I've been doing that ever since.
Good times here at NCIS. Good times. Good stuff.
Coming up.
Yo, a lot of pyro, a lot of explosions.
We're in a shootout every week. From shootouts to stunts, action, NCIS style. Plus, when we first met the OG cast on the set of JAG.
Right now, it's 2 episodes, 2 well-written episodes.
Set.
That was pretty good. We lost to life.
I was the guy who came in and was like, we should run after the bad guy more. I got him. And they were like, yeah, we should do that. And I'm like, and I'll do the running.
Running across the rooftops of downtown New Orleans in the quarter and jumping over from one roof to the other.
Up buildings, out of buildings, up steps, down steps, jumping off of balconies, shooting backwards, looking up. So many fights, so many shootouts.
It would take almost 30 days to watch all 1,000 of the action-packed episodes in the NCISverse. As for the stunts, explosions, car chases, and shootouts, those are seen in 946.
We did one episode, I was driving an airboat through the swamps. Then there was an action sequence where I took the airboat up onto dry land and people were coming at another one and we're shooting and all that stuff. I'd never driven an airboat before. They've got drones coming at me. It was just very cool.
We had this big sequence happening at an airport. Our stunt coordinator said, you're gonna be in the car. You're gonna come flying around about 60 miles an hour around that tower.
Got it.
You come around, see if you can skid out. Pop out of that car, gun up, and approach the plane. They handed me the keys, said, think you can do it? I was like, yeah.
NCIS!
The cold opening for the episode that followed Tony DiNozzo through a warehouse of sorts up to the edge of a pier and just dives right into the water. We see that Gibbs is trapped inside of a car.
Diving into a tank and pulling people out of a submerged car and giving Mark Harmon mouth-to-mouth resuscitation in the midst of all of that. Career perk. There was a stuntman who did the dive, don't worry. But I did all the underwater work. No question we should have won an Emmy many times over.
That episode actually earned the show its first of 2 Emmy nominations for Outstanding Stunt Coordination, and during its run, NCIS LA also earned a nod in that category.
I had one thing, I ran out of this building and every 10 feet another bomb would go off. The explosions we had in the show was just unbelievable. They would get it all set, there'd be a big safety meeting, they'd say, okay, we're going hot.
We're going hot on the effect.
And then they yell action.
Action!
And then these bombs just start going in flames.
That's how we do it on NCIS LA.
I've had explosives go off in a garage. There's 3 walls and 1 exit and entrance for that fire. And smelling the burnt hair definitely made me feel so alive. So alive.
McGee! Do you have a snack, McGee? Ah!
The best stunt that I've done is the fight scene with LL Cool J. We had doubles, and neither one of us used our doubles at all.
I've had a few amazing women double for me, but the person who's been with me the longest, her name is Kim. The hand-to-hand combat was mostly me, but everything else is Kim.
Yeah, sometimes the action sequences require the use of a stunt double, but a lot of times, what you're seeing is the real deal.
She's throwing real punches every time, and if I don't block them, she's gonna hit me in the face.
I got to learn how to fight with the bow staff. That was really cool because I suddenly felt like a badass.
Brooklyn is my daughter, and I took her to my very first stunt session. It was a really cool moment that my daughter could see her mom being a badass.
Still ahead,
I read that name and it stopped me.
things you never knew about the NCIS pilot and the part that almost went to Jennifer Aniston. Plus,
I'd like to flirt with Mark Harmon.
from A-listers to actors looking for a big break, the guest stars who made their mark.
There were a lot of pranks played, which were hilarious.
Agent Gibbs, where exactly was the lieutenant's body discovered?
The banks, but how are we doing so far? Pick it up, all right? On the banks of the Potomac River. Okay. How long you don't walk and talk? What?
My name's Gibbs. I'm a special agent with the Navy.
I'm playing a character in 2 episodes of JAG named Jethro Gibbs. I'm coming here to investigate a murder, basically. I read Leroy Jethro Gibbs, and I said, wow, I like that name. And then for a brief second, when I decided I really liked the idea and the project, the name changed. All of a sudden it was Bob Johnson or something like that, right?
I am an NCIS special agent.
I just went, what? No, it's got to be Leroy Jethro Gibbs. And the creator said, no, you can't play a guy named Leroy Jethro Gibbs. I said, well, why not? And then it went back. So I was happy about that.
It was originally pitched as Law & Order in the Navy, half investigation, half court case. With that premise in mind, NCIS made its debut as a 2-episode backdoor pilot on the naval legal series JAG, starring David James Elliott. But then 2 things happened.
Yeah, were you letting NCIS take the lead on this?
The investigation part tested best with audiences, and Mark Harmon left a big impression.
Come see where I work. Bring some friends. Give you a tour.
Is that a duodenum?
Yeah. I like to call it duodenum with a lie chaser.
Need to get out more, Abby.
Because it was 2 episodes of JAG, it wasn't really a proper pilot. And even when we started airing, they called it Navy NCIS, which is Navy Naval Criminal Investigative Service. You can't make that up.
NCIS anything like CSI?
Only if you're dyslexic.
That first day on this show was 21 hours. So I went home at 21 hours and looked at my wife and said, that's not exactly what I thought about it, but it's just getting a job and staying home. We had a lot of those days for a while. And this show found itself. And that's a credit to actors and writers and producers and directors and crew. And more than anything, crew. And those are the people you don't see. It's a great crew.
But here's something you may not know. Mark wasn't the first choice to play Gibbs. Harrison Ford, Alec Baldwin, Kevin Bacon, Andrew McCarthy, and Patrick Swayze were some of the early names floated for the part. And believe it or not, Jennifer Aniston was considered for the role of Agent DiNozzo's partner, played by Blake Lively's half-sister, Robin, in JAG.
Am I clear, Agent Blackadder? Am I clear?
Very, sir.
But by the time NCIS made its official debut in 2003, DiNozzo and Gibbs had teamed up with Sasha Alexander instead.
Wait, okay. Your team.
Believe it or not, the show wasn't an instant hit. It took 5 seasons and a global platform to turn it into the giant that it is today. And over its 20 years and 464 episodes, the mothership has turned many of its guest stars into beloved series regulars.
I started as actually a guest star, a one-off guest star, in I think episode 7 or 8 of season 1, and they edited it together, and they were about 3 minutes short on the edit. And they said, let's bring back the McGee character.
Help!
You are an official agent now.
I am.
Go down here!
I always think, what happened if they weren't short on that episode, you know? It's like Bob Ross used to say, happy accidents.
It has been 21 seasons. I came on at the tail end of the first season just for 1 day, and they kept inviting me back.
One of my favorite weeks of my life was my mom came to visit me. I found out I got NCIS and I got married all in the same week. And boy, anniversaries have not lived up to that. Sorry, honey.
I
I'm definitely hoping that the spinoff goes ahead.
Wow, do I feel the pressure coming onto a show like this? I feel like I definitely feel like I have a responsibility to not mess it up. I do remember feeling like it would last maybe a couple of years and be done. You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, it lasted a lot longer than I expected. It became a much bigger part of my life than I expected it to be.
Backdoor pilots are kind of a thing for NCIS. When it came time to launch the LA office in 2009, Hannah, Callan, and company did it with a 2-episode storyline that brought the OG cast to the West Coast.
You still building that boat in your basement?
Yeah.
Nothing but great memories. We had 14 wonderful years, and we spent time, obviously, on this set. We were launched out of this show. We came back, did crossovers. So it's a big, you know, the extended family is real.
The team ultimately contributed 323 episodes to the 1,000-strong franchise before signing off last year.
I've always said that, you know, Marty Deeks ain't dead. I think there's plenty of room for these characters to come back.
Uh-oh.
Kinda old school.
Old school still works in Louisiana.
When NCIS New Orleans was originally conceived, it was just a storyline for the mothership. But Mark had a greater vision that included his longtime friend.
It just sounded like more than 2 episodes. That's all. That's where it came from. And he's the right guy to be doing it.
I think that's what Mark's advice was to all of us. Don't screw it up.
Based on the real-life one-man NCIS office in the Big Easy, the city hosted 155 episodes over a 7-season run.
At the time, we were the 3rd version, and the other 2 were still going strong on television. It was like, why do I want to go be in another but the New Orleans part of it, no offense to DC and LA show, we just had a lot of pizzazz.
But when it comes to that aloha feeling, NCIS Hawaii delivers. The first spinoff that didn't get its start on NCIS is 3 seasons and 50 episodes deep and boasts a lot of firsts for the franchise.
I know I'm the first minority female in her 40s lead of this franchise. And it's so, for me, comforting and fulfilling to say that.
Another first, the never-ending crossover that brought Sam Hanna from Los Angeles to the islands.
Once you know the franchise, you can kind of go to, you know, different shows and you understand tonally what it is, you know what I'm saying?
I'd love to cross over with, you know, the OG guys would be awesome. But also, I'd love to go to Hawaii, so maybe we could cross over with those guys too.
But the newest addition to the universe, NCIS Sydney, has the distinction of being the first international edition. It's a ratings hit in its first season, and in just 8 episodes, it's full of nods to its patron series. Oh, and in case you're wondering, yes, there is a real-life NCIS office in Australia. Coming up, from a former First Lady to the A-list of Hollywood, all the famous NCIS guest stars, and the ones who made an appearance before they were famous.
Everybody welcomed me in with open arms.
Plus, the future of NCIS, 2 new spin-offs, and a milestone episode, what to expect in the next 1,000.
Tears, laughter, danger. Oh my God, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. We've had a lot of really good guest stars. Bob Newhart came to do an episode of NCIS.
My name is Magnus.
You have to remember to stay in the scene, or you can't just be a fanboy.
My favorite, I think, is Lily Tomlin, who played my grandmother.
That word, grandmother, so old-fashioned and so patriarchal. You call me Penny.
I got to work with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis? Oh my God. Oh my God.
You're enjoying this. I'll play along.
I'd like to flirt with Mark Harmon.
He makes me blush a little bit.
Robert Wagner recurs on the show, you know, from time to time. Get my bag, will you, Jimmy?
My favorite guest stars, Christopher Lloyd.
Well, I'm not gonna say a damn thing till I get a root beer.
You know, he's one of my idols, and he was everything you expected him to be. Just lovely.
Michelle Obama was a guest star. That was a big day.
Special Agent Gibbs, I've been briefed on everything you've done for Anne's family.
I mean, I guess if you want to say that there were some interesting people on the show.
Time to dance, Agent Gibbs. Mind if I lead?
I was the surgeon who saved Mark Harmon's life. I should come back. For years, I would pitch various ways that my character would be reintroduced.
I can't believe how many actors that I run into who the first thing they say to me was, look, I did a spot on that thing 17 years ago. It's amazing the number of people who've come through there.
In 2 decades, there have been almost 200 guest stars across the NCIS franchise. And quite a few were cast before they were famous, from a 10-year-old Millie Bobby Brown.
You don't look like the hot chocolate type.
Oh. To Abigail Breslin and Glenn Powell.
Good to meet you. Your brother know you're here? I hope so, sir.
I remember Mark Harmon was one of the most generous co-stars I've ever had. He invited me into his trailer. He sent me a really nice email afterwards about how well he thought I did.
Zac Efron's NCIS episode aired just 3 days before High School Musical premiered.
We didn't know the phone was stolen.
Whoa. Holy cow. I remember vividly that the whole cast was incredibly welcoming and nice. There were a lot of pranks played, which were hilarious. I've used those for the rest of my life.
And long before This Is Us, John Huertas, Susan Kelechi Watson, and Sterling K. Brown all landed roles on NCIS.
I should have never let her go.
I'm sorry, Gibbs.
But some of the show's guest stars, well, they were homegrown.
Stop trying to pull some cop trick on me. It's not gonna work.
My daughter's an actor, and she went through the auditioning process, and she killed it. She was great. She was so good.
Sean is actually the cast member who has been in the NCISverse the longest, with 450 episodes. His stepbrother, Michael Belisario, had a guest role on 4 episodes, while his stepsister, Troyan Belisario, played McGee's sister.
You state the obvious and make pretty pie charts?
And did you know that the young Agent Gibbs seen in flashbacks is actually played by Mark Harmon's son, Sean?
Good luck trying to beat my times.
Mark's wife of 37 years, Pam Dauber, also guest starred in a 7-episode arc.
Were you gonna knock?
I hadn't quite decided.
And that's Chris O'Donnell's son, Chip, making a cameo on the series finale of NCIS LA.
I'm the new guy. Over the course of the show, all of my kids had been on the show, and my wife, and my oldest son had not been on, so it was kind of fun. And action.
Chris also got a chance to make his directorial debut on LA. So did Daniela Rua, and now Danny's directing The Mothership.
Action.
She knows and she understands the balancing act. It's fun to be directed by somebody else who's from the universe.
But for Rocky, directing NCIS wasn't on his bucket list.
It was the best acting job I'd ever done, was directing that first episode.
You lean on each other, you rely on each other to make it work.
We've been through so much together as cast and crews. We've seen births, deaths, marriages, divorces, just so much.
Yes, the NCIS family has faced loss over the years, and in September, they said goodbye to their beloved Ducky when David McCallum passed away at the age of 90. His final appearance on the show was May of 2023. And this February, the show honored him with a tribute episode, which was co-written by his close friend and co-star Brian Dietzen.
Change is the essence of life.
The closeness that Ducky and Jimmy had was definitely indicative of our relationship off camera.
Oh, that's quite an analysis.
Thank you. That was a very emotional day, seeing everybody. Not a dry eye on that set.
This is the first show of the series, and it feels as if we've been here forever. And some of the hours we worked, it also feels as if we've been here forever.
David McCallum was 70 years old when the series started, 21 years ago. And the story goes, he told his wife, I'm 70 years old. What if this show goes 7 years? I mean, that's a long time. And he ended up being with the show for 20 seasons.
Still ahead.
He's very special, but he's not an agent anymore. What could go wrong?
Details about new spin-offs in store for the franchise, plus an exclusive sneak peek of the 1000th episode.
May as well enjoy the extra attention while we have it.
Special delivery. You're gonna have some real cool Easter eggs.
Right here, shooting.
How often do you get asked about Gibbs coming back when fans bump into you?
A lot.
I love you, man. I love you too.
Well, 2 years after Gibbs left NCIS for the quiet life, he's coming back. Yep, get ready for the first ever prequel in the franchise, NCIS Origins.
You were such a happy child.
Set 12 years before NCIS began, Origins tells the story of a young Leroy Jethro Gibbs starting his career as a newly minted NCIS agent. Mark narrates the series that stars Austin Stoll and airs in the 2024-2025 season. He also executive produces with his son, Sean.
I think seeing Gibbs coming up, you know, as a young guy is going to be fantastic.
Maybe Mark Harmon can play Gibbs' father. Checks in the mail? Oh, no, that was for free.
But wait, there's more.
Cody DePablo and I are also getting ready, moving to Budapest for the summer of 2024. And it is Tony and Ziva now trying to raise their tween daughter and save the world. What could go wrong?
That's right, Tiva is spinning off into a new international adventure. The as-yet untitled series finds Ziva and Tony raising their daughter in Paris until his security company is attacked and they have to go on the run.
Paramount Plus has given us the green light. We're incredibly happy to be making something for the streaming platform because it gives you a little bit more latitude and shooting overseas.
Well, before all that, there's still a very special 1000th episode to get to on the mothership next week, and we have an exclusive look behind the scenes.
Yes, you know the director was there.
The team is in a race against time to help Director Vance, who is also struggling with his adult son now.
In the meantime, all of NCIS is suddenly put under attack. So now you get to see NCIS Hawaii, NCIS LA, NCIS Sydney coming in to help in a family-oriented method.
I don't know. There may be, you know, some special guest. His last name rhymes with Ford. First name Harrison. I was kidding. Harrison Ford's not coming on the show.
And the whole time we're paying tribute to cast members and different shows that perhaps aren't here right now, but are instrumental to our success.
Cannot wait for that. But can we get back to that number again? Creating 1,000 episodes of television is an incredible feat. But the real mission here is friends and family, honoring the truth, and protecting what's important. That is the NCIS way. All right, now it's on to the next 1,000.
Aloha to all of the fans. We've made it to 1,000 episodes of the entire NCISverse, and that's because of you guys. So, as we say here in Hawaii, mahalo nui loa, and here's to another 1,000.
Oh, I mean, my God, most amazing fans of the world. Thank you for tuning in all these years.
We're only possible because of your commitment, your trust in us, and allowing us in your homes. And bless you and salute.
Thank you.
Thanks for being a part of the family.
Thank you for hanging around for 1,000 and maybe 1,000 more. Who knows?
Say NCIS. NCIS.
NCIS 1000. We love you.
Heck, I love all of you. Have a great night, everyone.
I want to give you a sincere thank you from all of us here at NCIS.
Much love and peace. NCIS, it's on, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us all these years, watching us, continuing to watch us, making us the #1 show on television. We're going to keep doing it as long as you guys keep watching, so thank you.